Hi everyone, it's Dana. Thank you guys so much for watching. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the SILISPONGE by Molly Cosmetics. I'm super excited to try it out and see if it's worth all the hype that it's getting. This is what it comes in. It came in like a really nice hot pink packaging, and then it came in this little plastic bag. So this is what the sponge looks like. So a lot of people online were saying that it looks like a bra insert, but once I got it in my hand, it doesn't really look like it because it's just so small, in my opinion. I did pick up bra inserts from Amazon because I was going to do a test, and I will be putting up a video testing this one on one part of my face and this one on one part of my face. But you guys can see like the huge difference in size. It's definitely not quite there with like being a bra insert. So just to do like a reference in size for you guys, excuse the dirty beauty blender, but it's pretty much the size of the beauty blender. So if you don't know what the SILISPONGE is, it's a makeup sponge. It's not really a sponge in my opinion, but it's like a makeup sponge. And, ooh, dropped it already. So basically it's a sponge that doesn't absorb any makeup, so therefore you would be able to use like half the amount of makeup that you would usually have to use if you were using like a beauty blender or any type of makeup sponge or a makeup brush. So I'm gonna test that out and see if it really doesn't absorb anything. It's also said that it's really good for makeup artists, so you can actually use it between clients instead of using like disposable sponges because it's really easy to clean. You just need soap and water. So when I first went on the website and ordered it, it said the material was silicone, and I went back on the website today and it said PU, so it doesn't say silicone anymore, which stands for polyurethane, which is a plastic. There's 3 types of plastics, and there are flexible foams, rigid foams, and elastoplastics. And these materials are often used in building construction, the automotive industry, and in furniture manufacturing. So that's what the sponge is made out of, and it retails on the Molly Cosmetics website for $12, but it is on sale for $9.90. They keep restocking and selling out like crazy every single day, so there's that. So I think that's all I have to say. I'm going to be testing it using liquid foundation, concealer, stick foundation, cream blush, powder, and eyeshadow just for fun. So I'm gonna be doing all of that with this. So I'm gonna start off with foundation, and if the color doesn't match me, I mean, please do not kill me because this is a foundation that I had purchased in the summer, and I don't wear foundation in the winter time. Well, not right now at least, it depends, you know, whatever. But airplane. Literally the amount of airplanes that I hear when I film videos, I think I live near an airport and I have no idea. So I'm gonna put 1 dot of foundation on my face just because I wanna see how much I can get out of 1 dot. Okay, so it literally, I got a lot of coverage. Ooh, I like this. It looks so flawless. I can't even, can you guys see that? Like, can you see the difference? Because I feel like my foundation just looks so flawless. And that was just 1. I feel like it covered all of this area with just 1 dot. So I put another dot right here. My camera just cut off, so I've been sitting with a dot of foundation on my face until my camera went back on. So you can, you know, distribute the product by blending outwards, and you can just blend it, oops, you can just blend it by tapping just like you would with the beauty blender. So far I'm really loving how it blends. It blends so, get your ears, it blends so well. I can honestly say with just 2 dots of foundation that I covered this entire part of my face. I'm gonna try to put it on the sponge and see what happens. I mean, why not? Ooh, I put a lot more. I think it works a lot better when you don't put it on the sponge, so I would definitely put it on my face. It's nice because it's small, so you can get into like all those little areas around your nose. They said on the website that in order to get like a final blend, you can use like a beauty blender or a makeup sponge. Like basically, I guess saying like it doesn't blend out completely flawlessly, but on this side of my face, I don't need to like final blend. It's completely blended and flawless and beautiful. I guess it depends on how much makeup you use. Like on this side, I had a little bit more makeup, but I feel like I don't really have to go in for a final blend. I mean, you can, but I feel like it's completely good. So I like the size of it. I don't like the fact that this isn't as pointy, so this would be kind of annoying to get in under the eyes. I'm gonna try with concealer in a minute, so let me just finish up my face. I feel like it's flawless, right? So pretty. So my foundation is done. I feel like it's really flawless, kind of like a doll-like finish. It's less natural in my opinion, but it looks so beautiful and so perfect. Like it literally looks so flawless. So I'm moving on from liquid foundation. So liquid foundation, thumbs up. I think it's perfect. I'm gonna try a cream foundation, like a cream stick foundation. So I'm just gonna do like a little contour with it and see how it blends for that. So, oh, that's cute. I'm just gonna try that. Let's see. Oh, I'm supposed to use less product. Sorry. You gotta get used to it. This isn't hard to blend. This is freaking, it looks really heavy. It's not too heavy. So I'm just gonna kind of go in circular motions. I put a little bit much. So the thing with this, since it does, like a little bit goes a long way, when you put too much, it literally looks like it's too much. So you gotta get used to using less product. I'm gonna try to do it on this side using less so that it doesn't look so crazy, but it's not bad, right? So I'm gonna do this side, I'm gonna use less. I'm gonna use that much. Let's see what that much does. The feeling of it is pretty soft. It doesn't feel cold. Like I had thought that it would feel cold because the bra inserts that I bought were really cold, but it doesn't feel cold because it's not silicone, I guess. And it's pretty soft. Not as soft as a sponge, but it's not like slapping your face with something. Like you don't feel like you're slapping yourself in the face. You don't feel that. I think I got a really nice like contour line going on, like a really natural looking one. And I used so much less product. Right? This one looks more natural because I use less product, so I like that. So now I'm going to try a cream blush. I'm just gonna use this one. It's like a stick cream blush. So I just put it right here. Can you guys see it? Let me heavy it up so you guys can see it on camera. Now you can see it right here. So I'm gonna blend that out. Blended it out perfectly. This is pretty. I like it. Okay, now I'm gonna, oh, let me do the other side of my face. Hold on. I thought it would be really hard since it's not absorbing to blend out. Like I thought you would have to really put in effort to blend, but I really don't feel like you have to put in too much effort to blend. It really blends out pretty easily, which is nice because you don't want to sit there getting ready for like another 30 minutes to save half product, you know? But it really doesn't take too long to blend out at all. Let's drink some coffee. I talk so much, I feel like. Now I'm going to do concealer because I want to see how it looks underneath the eyes, like how it fits. Oh, I should have put less concealer. I just can't. So this is a bit much of concealer. I'm supposed to use less product. Again, like I'm getting used to this. But, so it is hard to blend. I did say that it's easy to blend. I noticed that if you don't get used to putting less product, that is hard to blend. Like you have to put less product, which is the whole point of it, and then you'll get an easy blend. But if you go like what I just did with the concealer, like pretty heavy-handed, like what I would do if I was using a normal brush, I have to keep going in and blending because it's a lot. This doesn't fit under the eye as easily, and this kind of hurts a little bit. It doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable. I feel like I'm slapping my under eyes. That's exactly what I feel like. It doesn't feel too good. So I don't know if I would really recommend using this underneath the eye. I'm gonna stop because I really feel uncomfortable. You feel like somebody's tapping really heavily underneath your eyes, so I don't like that too much. I mean, obviously test it out. Woo! My mirror just fell. Oh. I just think it's too much. I'm gonna put a little bit though, like that much, and I'm gonna go in with it again just to see if it blends out. Just to see if it uses that much concealer, like that tiny amount, and it still covers my under eyes. It does. So you really don't need that much concealer. You guys see, like I used so much on this side and I used a little bit on this side, and I feel like they look almost the same. This is so cool. I'm like sitting here so amused because this is so new to me. Like I'm really amused at how I didn't think it was gonna work this good. So my whole thing is like under the eyes, not so good, but it blends concealer well nonetheless. Like, you know, you can totally get away with blending out your concealer underneath your eyes. Now I'm going to try to set my concealer using it. So let's see how that goes. It's not really picking up the powder, I feel like. You see, it's not really picking up the powder. Okay, these kids are like killing each other next door. It's not, I don't know. It is. Okay, so it does blend out the powder. It's not amazing for powder. It's really, but I mean, you can blend out powder with it. It's just, it doesn't look as smooth when you first apply it as it does. Like, it's just, So with powder, I'm like, you know, I don't really, I'm gonna try to blend out eyeshadow just for fun. I'm gonna use a really dark purple. Don't judge my makeup skills because, okay, see, like it doesn't pick up product. See, that's what happens when you dip it into a powder shadow. So it's not really working with me when it comes to powders. It doesn't really pick them up. So this is what happens. It's like not distributing it really well. So I do think that it would work on creams better. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Oh! So cute. Oh, okay. We're just gonna ignore that, shall we? Yeah, so, I mean, yeah. I don't recommend using it on anything that isn't a cream. I just don't think it works as well. I'm gonna try to put a powder blush on my face and see if I can blend it out. So, I wanna see if it blends like powders if they're already applied. So it does blend out powders if you already have them on your face, but trying to pick it up, it's not going to pick up the right amount of product. But see, it does blend it out pretty like okay. But that's what happens if you try to use it on an eyeshadow. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just, it's not meant for it. So this was like an experiment, so let's not judge my face. So I just applied liquid foundation, cream blush, and powder, and a bunch of other stuff, right? So this is what the sponge looks like after all of the product that I applied. This is the side that I didn't use, and this is the side that I used. So it has a little bit of like residue, I'm gonna call it, but it's pretty much clean. So it does remain clean. All of the product that touches it stays on your skin, so you do have to be very easy with the amount of makeup that you're applying to your face because it could get cakey really quickly. So overall, I think it blends out anything that's cream or liquid really beautifully and really flawlessly. Like you almost wouldn't believe how flawless it looks. I don't like it for powders. I wouldn't use it for powders. I mean, it gets the job done, but it's just tedious. Like the process of trying to get the powder on your face and then trying to blend out the powder, to me, isn't worth it. I mean, it's way easier using a beauty blender or any sponge or any brush. So I wouldn't use it like personally, and I wouldn't recommend using it for powder. I also wouldn't recommend using it for concealer. Even if you just use it for foundation, the price of it and the result that you get is so worth it. Even without a sale, it's only $12, and on sale it's $9.90. So the flawless coverage that I got from this, I would continue to use it over the beauty blender, over anything, because I just think it's so beautiful, like just the finish. So that's my opinion on it, but it's really important that if you get any type of cut in it, that you throw it out and get a new one. So don't let this open up on you, don't cut it. So that's it for my first impressions on the SILISPONGE. I give it a thumbs up. I think it's a perfect face sponge, like I had said before. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And also give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. I get red all the time, so let's just ignore that, because as you see me on my channel throughout the days, I'm always gonna be red, so just don't even ask me because I just get red. I'm like the most sensitive person. I touch myself and I get red, so